The future of Chase Sexton. Hey everybody, Walty Wanders, buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to package today. Our boy, Chase Sexton. What is the future for our boy? We're going to do, who's ready to do a little whistle blowing? If you're new, subscribe right away. Never been a more important time in moto history to get centered and surrounded with like-minded moto people. Listen, friends, iron will sharpen iron. We have to sharpen some iron today. Let's read between the lines and look between the cracks on our boy. I like Chase Sexton. I don't know about you guys. I mean, what's not to like about Chase Sexton? He's a good, clean-cut American kid, family, God first, all the things that we should be standing for, right? But the realities are, I think that he got a little bit of a rug pull from the industry. Primarily, I believe Honda. I'm sure when they got Chase Sexton to sign his contract to come ride the bike, they weren't talking about, oh yeah, we got these Lawrence brothers in the wings that we're going to be ushering in. Basically, they probably didn't even know they had that at the time. So they promised Chase Sexton the world. You're the future. You're the future of the team. You are the new guy. You are the poster boy for Honda. And he got ushered out a massive, massive rug pull. This whole Jet Lawrence thing came like a freight train out of nowhere and blindsided not only the industry, primarily Chase Sexton. Now, this is the nature of the beast. Kenny Boy Roczen, when he signed his contract with HRC Honda, they told him the same thing.
Kenny, you're our boy. Blood, sweat, or tears till the bitter end, win or lose. You're our boy.
And then Chase Sexton came in, and Kenny Boy got ushered out. So it's just the way, as the moto world turns, that is the realities of what's going on now. But it's been kind of crickets over at Chase Sexton's camp. Something is going on behind closed doors. I'm starting to wonder. It wouldn't surprise me because we haven't got official word that I'm aware of. Leave it in the comments below. You guys might know more than I do on this one. I'm just going off what I can gather on the internet, on the World Wide Web. I've heard zero out of Chase Sexton on his plans for the season, for next season, for anything, for where he's going. He's clearly not staying at Honda. Clearly, anybody that thinks he's staying at Honda is on the Kool-Aid. They drank the Kool-Aid. They drank the Moto Kool-Aid. They drank the SMX playoff round of Kool-Aid. They drank the Ricky Kool-Aid. They drank some kind of Kool-Aid, got drank. But the realities are, Chase Sexton, this is one of the things I reported recently on Tomac. See, Tomac's crickets too. Tomac, though, has an injury like a busted Achilles. Like that one where, okay, we saw Chase Sexton go down, hit his head during round one, and then he's all of a sudden not racing. He finished the race after he hit his head. All of a sudden. So, hey, I don't know. I think, for one, if he hit his head, I don't blame him. For one, cool. Like, we get it. We're not throwing any casting any shade on Chase Sexton for not coming back. But the realities are, friends, why come back? Why come back and race against Jet and just be the second place guy? You're already second fiddle at the truck anyway. Now you want to just be the second place guy? No. And I believe personally, Eli and Chase, if they were healthy and 100% and happy at their trucks, which Eli probably would have been, I don't think Chase would have been with Honda, we would be having a different conversation. And that's why the industry is probably so bummed right now. It's because they were hoping that this would shape up to be an exciting season leading up to the playoff rounds, which they're trying to spin these playoffs to make it like a football game. It's not a football game. But the realities are this. Chase and Eli, I believe, would have made Jetson work a lot harder for these wins that he's picking off right now, because we know Chase and Eli will smoke Ken Roczen, and Ken Roczen kept Jetson honest last weekend, and even maybe forced to fall off, forced Jetson to show his first chink in his armor and have a tip over. Basically, it was a pretty good tip over, but I don't know if that would have happened if he was right. He could have happened all alone. Even if Kenny wasn't there, that crash could have happened. But I'm almost to the point now where I feel like Chase Sexton is probably going to release either A, it comes down to percentage of likelihood. I'll let you guys drop it in the comments below. Do you predict Chase will either rejoin this series or announce he's out for the remainders of the series. Where are you putting this one? What are you putting it? In or out? Leave it in the comments. Is he in or is he out for the rest of the season? One of the things I found kind of curious, like I was about to say, Eli, because he's sidelined and you got a lot of money, a lot of sponsors, inside and outside sponsors, team and personal sponsors, a lot of money was negotiated as you were writing those contracts. Whew. Insanity, this stuff. Now I noticed Chase Sexton posting on his Instagram account that he gave Oakley a shout out with some glasses that he was wearing. It was the weakest shout out I've ever seen. It was like lame. It was almost lame. Like typically when he gives shout outs, tens of thousands of likes. This one got like, I don't know, 10,000 likes, whatever, minimal. But it was a really weak shout out. What I see is like, okay, your social media is dead. Why? Because you're not on the track. So what do? Well, you got sponsors that paid you a bunch of money to endorse them. And now you got to throw them a shout out. We saw the same exact shout out. Eli gave the exact same shout out as Chase did on his Instagram account. That's not good. That's not good. That shows me a rider that's not interested in social media. Most of the riders that you think are engaging with you on their social media, and if you get a chance, jump over to Walty Wanders MX on Instagram, where we actually do a lot of back and forth and chat with each other. The big riders that you're following, very few of them are actually running their own social media. They have social media management teams. They got PR teams that run their social media. You're not interacting with them personally. Maybe some of these riders have an assistant that follow them around with their device and just give. Hey,
what do you want me to say on your social media, Jetson? I don't know. Tell them to go over to Jetson Donuts and buy some donuts.
That's what we're getting out of these riders. I hope you guys know that. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy that wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understanding the waters we're swimming in now, shark infested. The season is imploding. We did pretty good last weekend to try to get some action, but what I'm seeing now is the industry is paying money to riders that jumped out of the series, almost like a picket line. And agents are negotiating to get riders to rejoin the series. They don't care about the playoffs. They'll go race the LCQs and this qualify into the playoffs via LCQ. They don't care about the points. The points are meaningless. The points are meaningless. The only way I see Chase Sexton rejoining this series is if and he'll sugarcoat it the way Kenny Boy did.
I asked Griffin if he wanted me to come race or go into the boat.
Every kid wants to ride a boat versus go swelter out in the heat, some dirt bag race in the middle of nowhere. Kid wants to ride the boat. So we know somebody paid Kenny to cross the picket line, just like Cooper Webb got paid to join the series with the late announcement. If we see Chase Sexton come back, my friends, if you see Chase Sexton come back, it will be because he got paid. Somebody paid him. And otherwise, I see that guy keeping himself on ice. No reason to come back other than a payday, because you're already on, you're going somewhere else. You're not with Honda anymore. That thing is done. Where's the motivation? The energy at the truck would suck. You're going to be in your own motorhome until you got to go show up and race, and your mechanic's going to line you up, and you're going to race, and you go back to your motorhome. You're going to want to stay as far away from the Jetson camp as possible. And Honda and Jetson are married in bed. They're tied together. I don't think Jetson digs it. I think Honda understands the dynamic they're in. Everything's getting crazy, and Walty's going to blow the lid off it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there. And if you enjoyed this video, I think you're going to love the next video on your screen, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. I'll see you on the next video.